Now, what's your vision for CMX? This is one of Kenya's first commodity exchange. How is CMX going to contribute, to the empowerment of these farmers? And vision, of course.
So our key vision is to be a leading exchange in the continent of Africa. That's one. Mm-hmm. The other part is at the core of an exchange mm-hmm. is providing price transparency, mm-hmm. trading opportunities mm-hmm. for brokers, for members, for farmers who are the producers mm-hmm. and for end users as well.
You've talked about mobile phones, mm-hmm. and that automatically brings us to the next thing that we need to talk about, mm-hmm. technology advancement and innovation. Mm-hmm. How are you going, as a CMX, how is this going to be incorporated in our day-to-day mm-hmm. activities and operations?
One of the key things that we did, we've invested heavily in technology. Mm-hmm. Our exchange is 100% automated.
Yes.
So let me be very precise.
Yes.
In terms of the exchange, mm-hmm. the core of an exchange is a matching engine. Mm-hmm. That is where all the orders come in. Mm-hmm. So farmers in Homa Bay or in Ahero, when they sell their rice, mm-hmm. it comes into a matching engine. Mm-hmm. Then a buyer from Garissa will send in an order to mm-hmm. buy that rice. Mm-hmm. And when those two are matched, mm-hmm. that forms the futures contract and the futures price.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's another beautiful week. Thank you for joining us. We are going to be having lots of interesting stories. We are going to be talking about everything CMX. We are going to be talking about agricultural reforms, financial reforms. And today, ladies and gentlemen, of course, I have none other than the CEO of CMX, Mr. Jacob Maaga.
Yeah.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine.
Long time.
I know, right?
Yeah? Today, I want us to talk about CMX. People have been asking questions, and today we need to answer all those questions, yeah? First of all, say hi to my people. Say hi to my people.
Hi, how are you? I hope everyone is doing well and keeping on fine.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Now, let's just go straight into it.
Yeah.
How has your background prepared you, for the role of a CEO at the CMX, and your background? Tell us a little bit about it.
So I was born right here in Kenya, mm-hmm. grew up here.
Yes.
But I was lucky at a young age to migrate, mm-hmm. and I migrated to the United States. Mm-hmm. When I was there during the normal hassles, mm-hmm. I was privileged to interview mm-hmm. for a brokerage firm.
Yes.
To be a member of, basically a trading member of the exchange. Mm-hmm. That is the New York Stock Exchange. Mm-hmm. So I did my qualification. Mm-hmm. There is one exam that you have to do. Mm-hmm. It's called Series 7. Mm-hmm. It's one of the toughest exams that you can ever experience.
Yes.
6 hours long.
6 hours.
300 questions then.
Damn. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and you have to get 75% right. Uh-huh. So it's one of the toughest exams. Mm-hmm. I was really happy, did it, passed it the first time. Yeah.
All right.
So from there, I joined a firm and I started as a stockbroker. Then I was poached to another firm as a trader, and then an asset manager. And I've done everything in between, from asset management to mergers and acquisition, trading commodities, and now establishing exchanges. Yeah.
Man, you've done everything about finance. Everything about finance, and that's why we are honored to have you here, definitely. Yeah. Now, what's your vision for CMX? This is one of Kenya's first commodity exchange, So when we're talking about in the context of agricultural reforms and financial reforms, vis-a-vis our local farmers, how is CMX going to contribute, to the empowerment of these farmers? And vision, of course.
So our key vision is to be a leading exchange in the continent of Africa. That's one. The other part is at the core of an exchange is providing price transparency, trading opportunities for brokers, for members, for farmers who are the producers, and for end users as well. The agricultural reforms that are happening in the country right now are basically targeting to make sure that our farmers are getting a fair price for their produce. And that is something that is very fundamental. Without farmers, we don't have a nation. You can go without a doctor for so many years. You can go without your driver. You can go without an engineer. But you cannot go without a farmer for a day.
Whether you stay in a bush or not, you will need food.
You'll need food. So it's very important that we make sure that our farmers get the right prices for their commodities. And I've been traveling around the country. I was in Kisumu, in the rice region. I was in Kakamega, Makueni, and all these places. The farmers are saying one thing: we just want a fair price, nothing more.
Does this range from rice farmers? We have mango farmers, especially in Makueni and Ukambani areas. And we also have coffee farmers, we have tea farmers. Is this all of them that within this same cocoon and complaining about the same thing?
All the farmers are complaining about the same thing. They don't make money. And that is why we blame brokers so much. People come in, they buy at the lowest price, and then at the end of the day, these farmers don't even recover what they invest.
So it's only the broker who makes money out of the farmer's sweat. To put it plainly. To put it plainly,
yes. Right? Now, does a broker do they have to make all the money? No. We can have them in a regulated market where their earnings are pretty much described within a regulation or a rule. And that opens up in opportunities in terms of transparency. So for us, what we want is for everyone to play in a fair playing field. And at the end of the day, the number one thing, our farmers should get enough pay for their produce so that they may continue feeding the nation. All right. CMX is a new product. Let me say it like that. It's a new product. And that means you definitely need to find different ways on how you're going to stay competitive in the market. Now, what are some of your strategic plans that will ensure that you position yourself in the market and you stay competitive? So one of the most important things that we have to realize, CMX deals with farmers. That is our core, one of our core customers. Then we have processors. Then there are intermediaries who are brokers and so on. And then on the other hand, we have financial institutions, asset managers, and the banks. Okay? So for us, we've put the farmer at the core of it all. And that is why we've been traveling across this country, talking to the cooperatives and to making sure that they're doing the right thing. When we go out, we teach them about financial management. That is the number one. Then about the market, then the products that we offer. If we don't offer these farmers value, they're not going to come to our end. Okay? Our competitive advantage, first we deal with our core customer. Then the next thing is, what services do we offer? We offer them futures products which are used for hedging. And we are the only exchange here in Kenya that is doing it. And in the entire continent of Africa will be the second one. The other one is in South Africa. Okay. So our farmers will be trading futures contracts. So they'll know the price of, let's say, coffee today, 3 months from today, and even 6 or 3 years in advance. So imagine, Akuku, you'll know the price of ugali before even you come in to purchase that. Now, on the other hand, the processors or the consumers have the same opportunity, right? So both parties will be able to make informed decision, so that a farmer can say, me, I'm not going to plant maize this year because the price of maize is not good enough, taking into consideration the inputs that I'm going to use. So I'm going to plant maize, or I'm going to plant beans, or I'm going to leave my land bare because
or I'm going to plant avocados.
Exactly. So you will be able to make a very good informed decision because we provide you with the most important thing, the prices.
Yes.
The second part is when the farmers trade, they are guaranteed in terms of the price and the offtake.
Yes.
So we're not going to say people came here, they signed this contract and then they left. No. That occurs through the margin process and the risk management of the exchange. So the exchange itself is the buyer to every contract and is the seller to every contract.
Yeah.
So you don't have to know who the buyers of your commodity are. What you want is a good price, and that is what we'll offer.
Nice. Nice. If you are a farmer and you're watching me, this is a very important episode for you. Make sure you follow whatever we're talking about here, because this is the only way that we're going to ensure that you have enough returns for your hard work and your sweat. Of course.
Let me, there's something else in terms of our strategic approach.
Yes.
Now, people normally, they think like for the exchanges, they're in Nairobi. Absolutely not.
Yes.
So for us, what we're going to have, we're going to have the exchange on your phone.
Yes.
So as long as you have a mobile phone, you can be able to know the price of all the commodities in real time.
Yes.
So you don't have to move a muscle from where you are. Yeah.
So that means if you are deep down in Homa Bay, if you're deep down in Ahero, you can still know the prices of rice at the comfort of your house.
Exactly. So a farmer in Ahero will just look and they'll know the price of rice today, 3 months, 6 months, and 3 years from today.
So from there they can make an informed decision whether they want to future sell, or they, depending on the price that they feel is acceptable to them.
Exactly. So they will know the price and they can sell their produce even before they produce it.
Wonderful.
All that they'll do is just grow the rice or raise a cow, sell milk, deliver the milk, and that's it. They're not selling because they've already sold a futures contract. Of
course, ladies and gentlemen, if you're still watching us, make sure that you stay tuned, because in our coming episodes we will be talking about futures contract, the benefits, advantages that we have, and of course future selling. So don't go anywhere. You've talked about mobile phones, and that automatically brings us to the next thing that we need to talk about, technology advancement and innovation. How are you going, as a CMX, how is this going to be incorporated in our day-to-day activities and operations?
One of the key things that we did, we've invested heavily in technology. Our exchange is 100% automated.
Yes.
So you can do everything without even interacting with a human being. But we don't want our farmers to learn this. That is why we're going to have representatives across this country. Each basically ward in the country will have a representative from that local area. And this is a young person or an old person who will be trained according to our standards. And they have to pass a very rigorous process in terms of training. So the technology they are going to have will be accessible from anywhere. So let me be very precise. In terms of the exchange, the core of an exchange is a matching engine. That is where all the orders come in. So farmers in Homa Bay or in Ahero, when they sell their rice, it comes into a matching engine. Then a buyer from Garissa will send in an order to buy that rice. And when those two are matched, that forms the futures contract and the futures price. Now, all that is left is delivery. The person in Garissa will send in their money, and the farmer will bring in their rice, and that's it.
The deal is done.
The deal is done. Okay? The other part is the brokerage platform. The brokerage platform is used by our trading members. And these are the people who are interacting with the farmers on a day-to-day basis. We don't want farmers to be traders. No, 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 no. We want people who are going to assist them. Now, the trading members are regulated by the exchange and also the capital market authority. So it offers integrity at its core will be something that will be very important. So because we are regulated and we are dealing with a regulated market, they'll have to be following all the rules. Then we have the clearing platform. The clearing platform, that is where all the money happens. Making sure the farmers are paid, making sure the
buyers get their products.
And then we have a small end where we have the banks now. The banks will be coming in to finance this through the electronic warehouse receipts. Now, remember we talked about a little bit about the futures about the futures contract. And we're going to explain that in depth in our coming episodes. So that is where the banks now are hedged. They do not have the risk that they will take that this product is sold, so we are not going to finance it. They won't have that. Now they can come in and finance the farmers very comfortably.
Now that brings me to another question before, just to the same technology and innovation. Because we definitely have some farmers who have been doing farming for the longest time possible, and they are a bit old right now. And when it comes to even operating telephone, mobile phone, it's a big issue. So how are we going to ensure that as CMX, we still have some of these farmers, who are a bit old and aged, who still don't know how to, they are not tech savvy. Yes, how are we going to incorporate them?
So one of the key things that we have, there are two versions of an application. There is the mobile one, the ones that all of us use on our smartphones. That one is available. But for those who use Mulika Mwizi, exactly, they can use SSD, USSD, exactly. So they go to a code and then they get all the information. But we don't want these farmers to be traders. No. That is why we will have representatives in their local area.
Kila ward, tutakuwa na representative. And that representative, like you say, will be helping them how to maneuver along the corridors of technology.
Exactly.
To ensure that their products ziko sambamba.
Exactly.
Okay.
So the representative is the one who is guiding them all the way through the process, and who is holding their hand. So this young man will be living in their locality.
Mtu
wao.
Okay.
Sisi tunaleta mtu kutoka Nairobi. CMX is not a Nairobi exchange. We are in the local environment.
So we are going to be in all the 47 counties.
All the 47 counties.
And all
all the 47 counties produce different crops. But what we do as a nation, we import rice from maybe India or Pakistan. But we have rice in Ahero.
True.
Because our farmers haven't been shown the opportunity that 6 months from today, they can sell rice in advance.
Of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you're still watching us, make sure that you stay tuned, because in our coming episodes, we will be talking about futures contracts, the benefits, advantages that we have, and of course, future selling. So don't go anywhere. In everything that people undertake, there has to be challenges, and this has to always happen. Now, how do you foresee CMX, standing the test of time in the ever-evolving financial landscapes, and how do you plan to maybe address them?
The key challenge that we'll have, one, is this being new, we'll have to do a lot of capacity building and education. That is why we'll be going around the country and talking to farmers, talking to the cooperatives, and making sure that they understand how to use our services and what opportunities lie. Then the other part, the key challenge is we're going to train over 6,000 people over the next 3 years.
Over the next 3 years, 6,000 people. 6,000
people. And when I say train, it's a big challenge for me. But in terms of opportunity, that is what I look at. The opportunity will be creating 6,000 jobs, not just any jobs, some of the best jobs, well-paying jobs in this country.